ॐ वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। 86th class. You can repeat. वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम्।
वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम्।
मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते।
मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते।
अतः चतुर्विंशति तत्त्वोत्पत्ति प्रकारं वक्ष्यामः।
अतः चतुर्विंशति तत्त्वोत्पत्तिप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः।
ब्रह्माश्रया सत्त्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया अस्ति।
ब्रह्माश्रया सत्त्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया अस्ति।
ततः आकाशः सम्भूतः।
आकाशः सम्भूतः।
आकाशात् वायुः। वायोस्तोयम् तेजः
वायुस्तेजः
तेजस आपः
तेजस
तेजस
आपः
आपः
अद्यः पृथिवी
अद्य पृथिवी
पृथिवी
एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये
एतेषां
तेषां
पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये
पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये
आकाशस्य सात्विकांशात्
आकाशस्य
आकाशस्य
सात्विकांशात्
सात्विकांशात्
श्रोत्रेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
श्रोत्रेन्द्रियं
श्रोत्रेन्द्रियं
सम्भूतं
सम्भूतम्
वायोः सात्विकांशात्
वायोः सात्विकांशात्
सात्विकांशात्
त्वगिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
वगीन्द्रियं
भगीन्द्रियं
सम्भूतम्
सम्भूतं
नेहे सात्विकांशात्
अग्नेः
अग्नेः
सात्विकांशात्
सात्विकांशात्
चक्षुरिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
चक्षुरिन्द्रियं
चक्षुरिन्द्रियं
सम्भूतम्
सम्भूतं
जलस्य सात्विकांशात्
जलस्य
जलस्य
सात्विकांशात्
सात्विकांशात्
रसनेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
रसनेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
सम्भूतं
पृथिव्याः सात्विकांशात्
पृथिव्याः
सात्विकांशात्
सात्विकांशात्
घ्राणेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्
घ्राणेन्द्रियं
ज्ञानेन्द्रियं
सम्भूतम्
सम्भूतम्
एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां
एतेषां
तेषां
पञ्चतत्त्वानां
पञ्चतत्त्वानां
समष्टिसात्विकांशात्
समष्टिसात्विकांशात्
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तान्तःकरणानि सम्भूतानि
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तान्तःकरणानि
भूतानि
सम्भूतानि
सङ्कल्पविकल्पात्मकं मनः
सङ्कल्पविकल्पात्मकं
मनः
मनः
निश्चयात्मिका बुद्धिः
निश्चयात्मिका
निश्चयात्मिका
बुद्धिः
बुद्धिः
अहङ्कर्ता अहङ्कारः
अहङ्कर्ता
अहङ्कारः
अहङ्कारः
चिन्तनकर्तृचित्तम्
चिन्तनकर्तृचित्तम्
This we saw in the last class. A quick recap of what we have seen. We are seeing Srishti Prakarana, otherwise called Samashti Vichara. After Vyashti Vichara, Samashti Vichara. In that, first we saw the Sukshma Panchabhuta Srishti. That is the creation, the creation of 5 subtle elements. Akashaha, Vayuhu, Tejaha, Apaha, Prithvi. Iti, the 5 elements were created from what? From Tataha. Tataha is the Tataha referring to Maya Sagita Brahmanaha. The Maya is endowed with Sattva, Rajas, Tamas iti 3 gunas. 5 elements have got the 5 elements which were created as each of the 5 elements has the properties Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha respectively. Akasha Shabda Gunakam, Vayu Sparsha Gunakam, Agni Rupa Gunakam, Rasa is Rasa referring to this the water. Rasa Guna is Rasa. Then the Prithvi is Gandha Gunakam. So 5 subtle elements were created from the Maya Sagita Brahma. Bhutani, Pancha Maha Bhutani. From this Bhutas, Bhautikanis, the elementals were created. That is the second stage. The first stage is the creation of Pancha Maha Bhutani. The second stage is the creation of subtle elementals, Sukshma Bhautika Srishti. All are Sukshma only. There is no Stula. Gross is not yet born. First, it is Sukshma Prapancha. From Sukshma Prapancha only, from the Sukshma Prapancha is the world or the universe. From the Sukshma, from the subtle universe, the gross universe is going to be born. So this discussion is only subtle universe only. Sukshma Srishti only we are discussing. So the first stage is Sukshma Pancha Maha Bhutani, Pancha Maha Bhuta Srishti. The second stage is Sukshma Bhautika Srishti, from where only these sense organ, from the Sattva Guna of each element, each sense organ is born. Sattva Guna of each element. So from the Sattva Guna of this Akasha, Akashasya Satvikamsha, Shrotrendriyam, the sense organ ear is born. Similarly, from the Sattva Guna of Vayu, what Vayu? Subtle. Everything is subtle only. Vayu, Twagindriyam, the skin is born. Similarly, from the Satvikamsha of Agni, from the Sattva Guna of Agni, Chakshurindriyam, subtle eye is born. From the Satvikamsha of water, subtle water, Rasanendriyam, the sense organ, Rasanendriya, the tongue is born. From the Satvikamsha of the Prithvi, subtle earth, Granendriyam, the sense organ of perception, nose, is born. So this 5 Jnanendriyas, Pancha Jnanendriyani, which are elementals born from the subtle elements. So this is Bhautika Srishti. It is not yet over, it is continuing. That is, this is from the Sattva Guna of each element, each sense organ is born. Then the Sattva Guna of all the elements put together from that, Antakaranam is born. Therefore, Antakaranam is Samashti Sattva Gunatmakam Antakaranam. What is Antakaranam? Antakaranam is Samashti Sattva Gunatmakam. The total Sattva Guna of all the Panchamahabhuta put together form Antakaranam. And Antakaranam, depending on the role it plays, it has got 4 different functional names, Manaha, Buddhihi, Ahankara, Chittam, Iti. This we saw in the last class. What is Manaha? What is Buddhihi, Iti? Buddhi is Nishchayatmika Buddhihi. Manaha is Sankalpa Vikalpatmakam Manaha. Sankalpa Vikalpatmakam, that is the mind, which is of the nature of Sankalpa and Vikalpa. Sankalpa Vikalpa is that vacillating, the oscillation, the doubting, the process of thinking. Doubting is also a process of thinking. You are not sure. It is in the process, in the analysis. In the analysis, In the process of analysis, you doubt a thing, you analyze a thing, but not yet come to a conclusion. That is manaha. Once you determine this is what it is, that decisiveness, that decision making, that rational thinking, that is called buddhi. Once the mind does, then the antakaranam, the mind, gets the name buddhihi. So manaha, buddhihi. Then ahankarta, ahankaraha. Ahankara is a special vritti. It's a vishesha vritti. That is there behind all your thoughts. Without any special mention, it is there. Ahankarta, ahankaraha. When you hear to my voice, you know that I am hearing. And when I'm talking, I know I am talking, I am teaching, I am the doer, I am the listener, I am the writer, I am the walker. So, therefore, this ahankara, by which the abhimana with the sharira or the mana happens, that is called ahankara. It is a vritti, it's a special vritti, vishesha vritti. It is there behind every thought, every action, every thought, it is there. Ahankritihi ahankaraha. It's a thought only, it's a vritti only, vishesha vritti, special thought. Why it is called a special thought, we saw. Other thoughts keep varying, but this ahankara remains always, it is there. Aham aham iti, it is there. Aham aham iti, not Satchidananda Brahma aham. Here, aham is when it is associated with, when it has got abhimana with this sharira mana. Sharira antakarana. I think, I do. So I see when operating the sense organs. When operating the sense organs, I am the seer, I am the listener, I am the smeller, iti. This agankara is there. When you do an action, I am the doer, I am the walker, I am the writer, I am the runner. Similarly, when you think, I am the thinker. Even when you are angry, I am the person who is angry. I am the person who is hungry. So all these thoughts are there. Behind the thoughts, aham, it is there. Invariably, it is present. That is ahankara. Chintana kartra chittam. That is the faculty of memory. That is called chittam. Chittam is like a CPU of computer, where all the past experience in the form of the data are stored. All the knowledge also stored in the chittam only. So therefore, chittam is a storage device, and you invoke the memory. From that, you take data, you recollect. Recollect the knowledge or your experience, past experience, which is required for thinking, analysis, and then decision making. It is required. So therefore, chittam. Therefore, it is called chittam. So memory, chittam stands for this memory. So the antakaranam, which is made of this samashti sattvika amsha of panchamahabhutani, it plays 4 different roles. Up to this we saw in the last class. Now, the next line, the author presents the Adhishtana Devata. Adhishtana Devata of Antakaranam. Antakaranam in playing different roles. What are its Adhishtana Devata? Like we have seen Adhishtana Devata of Indriya. Shrotrasya Dik Devata, Vacho Vadnihi, Upastasya Prajapatihi. Iti we have seen. Adhishtana Devata of the sense organs of perception, sense organs of action, etc. we have seen before. Similarly here, Adhishtana Devata of Antakaranam is presented by the author, which we will read. मनसो देवता चन्द्रमाः
मनसो देवता चन्द्रमा
चन्द्रमाः
बुद्धेः ब्रह्मा
बुद्धेः
ब्रह्मा
ब्रह्मा
अहङ्कारस्य रुद्रः
अहङ्कारस्य
रुद्रः
रुद्रः
चित्तस्य वासुदेवः
चित्रस्य वासुदेवः
तो मनः बुद्धिः अहङ्कारः चित्तम 4 functional names of the antakaranam when playing different functions is presided by different adhisthana devata. The adhisthana devata, the presiding deity of manas, is Chandramaha, the moon. The presiding deity of buddhi is Brahma. Brahma is Chaturmukha Brahma, Brahmaji. The presiding deity of Ahankara is Rudraha. And the presiding deity, the Adhisthana Devata of Chittam is Vasudevaha. So, Manaso Devata Chandramaha. Chandrama is moon. But it is not the physical moon. Chandramaha is Chandra Devata. Physical moon is a symbol of that. It's not the physical moon is the, it is not a physical moon, it is the deity, Chandra Devata. Chandra Devata. The deity presiding over it. Physical moon is only the Chandrama is only a symbol of that. And the function of the mind is, which is governed by this deity, Chandra Devata. So all the emotions, the feelings, thoughts, everything, they all is influenced by this deity called Chandra Devata, who presides over the mind. During the full moon and new moon, you would have seen the mind of some people, particularly the people who are whose mind is not stable. You will see, generally not stable, and particularly on these days, you will see the mind of these people, gets agitated too much. They behave erratically during the full moon and the new moon. During the full moon and new moon, the waves of the ocean rise up. Not only the waves, even the mind of some people also gets agitated. So it means that the physical moon, which is a symbol, symbolizes the Chandra Devata, has influence on the mind of the people. That is why mind is governed by the Chandrama, the Chandra Devata. Then Buddhehe Brahma. Surya Devata, Surya Devata also is mentioned as the Devata of Buddhi, but here it is given Brahma. Here Brahma, it is Brahmaji. Buddhehe Brahma. Buddhi stands for this decision making, this knowledge, Buddhi. Brahmaji is a Lord of creation, is a creator. For creation, knowledge is required, jnanam is required. Without jnanam, how can he create? Like a pot maker must have the knowledge of, must have the technique, the know-how of making a pot. He must have the knowledge of how to make a pot. Without having the knowledge, how can he make a pot? Therefore, he is a Gatagyaha. Gatam Gatam Janati. Katam Karaniyam. Iti Janati. Gatagyaha. Gatak Jnanam Asti. He has got Gatagyanam. Therefore, he is called Gatagyaha. a pot maker is called Gatagnaha. For making a gata, a pot, you need the knowledge of pot. And for creation, how much knowledge you require? Creation is not a simple thing. It consists of so many things, so many beings are there. So therefore, the creator must be all knowledge. He must have complete knowledge. Because he is Sarvasya Karta, he is the creator of everything. Therefore, he is called Sarvajnaha, that Brahmaji, Buddhi, which stands for knowledge, and the Brahmaji, who knows everything, who is the creator of this entire Srishti, is the presiding Lord of Buddhi. So Brahmaji is the faculty of Buddhi, the Devata who governs the proper thinking, Brahmaji. Ahankarasya Rudraha. Rudra Devata is Rudra is a form of Shiva. He is the presiding deity of Ahankara. Chittasya Vasudevaha. Vasudeva is here. Vasudeva means Vishnu. Vasudeva is the name of Krishna also, because Krishna's father is Vasudeva. Krishna, that Bhagavan, when he took avatar as an Krishna, in that avatara, in that incarnation, Vasudeva was his father. Son of Vasudeva is called Vasudeva. Son of Vasudeva is called Krishna, and Krishna is called Vasudeva. So Vasudeva is from the when the Krishna is looked upon as the Lord, the Bhagavan is called Vasudeva. When he is looked upon as just a son of the Vasudeva, it's also called Vasudeva. So here, as a Lord, as Bhagavan is looked upon as he is looked upon as Bhagavan and is called Vasudeva. That is Vishnu. We have seen Pada Yogo Vishnu, if you remember. This Karmendriya, Pada, the presiding deity of Pada, the feet is Vishnu. Here it is Vasudeva. So Vishnu is the deity of the Pada. Must be a podiatrist. He is a presiding deity of feet. And here it is Vasudeva, who is the presiding deity of Chittam, that is keeping our memory intact to maintain the order, in the universe. So for the order to be maintained, the memory had to be intact. If memory has got problem, then you can imagine. If memory is not there, it is not there, or if it doesn't function, then what will happen? Then all the vyavahara will be problem. So the memory is important. If memory is not there, what you did yesterday or what is to be done today is not known. There will be complete chaos. Therefore, memory is important. And when we grow in age, memory slowly diminishes. Sometimes the people in the old age, they forget the relationships. They lose the memory of who is the daughter or son. That also they forget. Even though they see them every day, but they ask every day, who is the person, is his daughter, is his son or daughter? This myself I've seen in some cases. So the Chittam, the memory is very important. Memory is very important for maintaining relationship and for doing vyavahara in the world, for which the Lord is Vasudeva. And whatever we study, that we need to remember. Whatever we study, we need to when we study or when we listen, first we should have the faculty of grasping and retention, and that is called Medha Shakti. Medha is Grahana Dharana Shakti. That's called Medha Shakti. That's a Suktam, Medha Suktam. Medha Devi Dushamana na Agaat. Medha Shakti. Chittam is Medha Shakti. Medha is that Shakti. Where is that Shakti? Chittam. The faculty to remember, recollect what we learned in the previous class and bringing it to memory now. That is because of the power, that is Medha Shakti of Chittam. That is Medha Shakti of Chittam. So therefore, the Chittam has to be intact. The Chittam has to be highly functional. Therefore, the four different function of the Antakaranam, when it plays four different functions, it is associated with a specific Adhisthana Devata, Chandrama, Brahma, Rudra, and Vasudeva iti. So therefore, the Antakaranam, the mind, is connected to the total. It is connected to the total. The Vyashti, the individual mind, you can see how it is connected to the total. Chandrama is Chandra Devata. Chandra Devata presides over the mind of all the people. Brahmaji presides over the buddhi of all the people, all the Vyashti Jivas. Rudra presides over the Ahankara of all the Jivas. Similarly, Vasudeva, he presides over the Chittam, the faculty of memory of all the Jivas. So, as an individual, I have Antakaranam and I am connected to the total. Individual is connected to the total through this Adhisthana Devata. Therefore, you are always connected to the total, that is Ishvara. This Chandrama, Brahmaji, Rudra, Vasudeva, they are nothing but they are Ishvara, they are Bhagavan only. They are Ishvara. It is like this. There is a CEO of the company. The CEO doesn't do all the functions of the company. He has appointed general managers for different functions. Under general manager, there are some deputy general managers. Below them, there are executives. Below them, there are further down the line coordinators and workers. It goes like that. So the CEO is Ishvara. Under CEO, there are general managers. The general manager enjoy some power of the Ishvara. They represent CEO, but not complete CEO. They enjoy certain power of the CEO. Similarly, Chandrama, Brahma, Rudra, Vasudeva, they are all representation of that, the total, the Ishvara. So, as an individual, we are connected to this Adhisthana Devata, and this Adhisthana Devata are the representatives of the Ishvara. Therefore, you are connected to Ishvara alone. Therefore, you are connected to the total. The individual is connected to the total. Therefore, no one is an isolated person. Everyone is connected to the total all the time. All the time you are connected to the total. When you use your Shrotrendriya, you are connected. When you see, you are connected to the total. When you walk, you are connected to the total. When you operate your feet by walking, you are connected to the total. When you taste the food, you are connected. Through the Rasanendriya, you are connected to the total. When you work with your hand, Astendriya, for which the Devata is Indraha, you are connected to the total. When you are sleeping, sleep, because you are slept, it is not that you have become disconnected from the total. You are still connected to the total all the time, whether it is Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. And in Jagrata Avastha, whatever action you do, whatever indriyas you operate, whether it is Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, or if you use your mind, Antakarana, you are always connected to the total. Therefore, you cannot be away from Ishvara. All the time you are connected to the total. You cannot get dissociated from the total. So you cannot lose this connection. You may lose the telephone connection. You may lose internet connection. Disconnected, you are disconnected. Internet is disconnected, the message comes, but you can never be disconnected from the Ishvara. This connection is ever connected. The ever connected, which cannot be disconnected. Even if you want to, you cannot disconnect it. Because you are always connected. You enjoy the faculties which are available in the total. If this power, the faculties are not with the total, individual cannot enjoy this. Because the individual enjoys the faculty of hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, walking, jumping, running, everything he does, all these faculties, and they are connected to the total. So therefore, you are always connected to the total Ishvara, not directly to through the presiding deities, like Chandrama, Brahmaji, Vishnu, Rudra, Vasudeva, iti, Indra Devata, iti, many Adhisthana Devatas are there. Because Ishvara doesn't have to look upon every action, every function of the Indriyas, etc. He has appointed the general managers. All these devatas are the general managers. They take care of the specific departments. So therefore, all these are presiding deities. Because they are presiding deities, not that they enjoy less power. They are representatives of the total Ishvara only. So therefore, this is the presiding deities. So up to this, we have seen that is from the Sattvika Amsha of the Panchamahabhuta, the Indriyas, the Jnanendriyas, that too particularly Jnanendriyas and the Antakaranam are born. And the Adhisthana Devata of Antakaranam already, and Adhisthana Devata of Indriya already we have seen. Now here, Adhisthana Devata of the Antakaranam is presented. So up to this is the discussion. It's a discussion on the creation of the Indriyas Antakaranam from the Sattvika aspect of the Panchamahabhuta. So far we have dealt with the contribution from the Sattva Guna of these 5 elements, Panchamahabhuta. So Jnanendriya discussion is over. Now from the next line onwards, what is going to be started is the contribution from the Panchamahabhuta. The contribution is this Rajoguna. The contribution from the Panchamahabhuta going to create Karmendriya. Karma means action. Karma meaning action. So therefore, it requires Rajas. It requires Rajas Shakti. It requires Rajas. Rajas stand means activity. So Karmendriya are going to be formed, for which the Raja aspect of the Panchamahabhuta are required. Therefore, the contribution the contribution from the Rajas contribution from the Panchamahabhuta going to be created these Karmendriyas, and that is going to be the discussion. Karmendriyas, we know what are the Karmendriyas. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Pasta iti Pancha Karmendriyani. We have seen Karmendriyas also part of the Sukma Shariram. Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadyaha iti we have seen. Iti Saptadasha Kalabhihi. 17 components are there. Manaha Buddhi of plus 2. So 17. So that Karmendriyanis which are going to be born, and that is a part of the Sukma Shariram. So that is going to be the discussion, the next discussion. So Karmendriyas are meant for action. Karmabhyaha Karmendriyani. Jnanendriyas are meant for knowing, for knowledge. The organs of knowledge are meant for knowledge. The organs of action are meant for action. So, knowledge, Sattva stands for knowledge. Therefore, from the Sattvika aspect of Panchamahabhuta contributed to the creation of Jnanendriyas. And Karmendriyas, since they do karma, because of which only karma can be done, karma we do. Therefore, the Rajas aspect of the Panchamahabhuta will contribute to the creation of Karmendriyas, Karmendriyani, and that is going to be the discussion. And these Karmendriyas are powered by what? Prana, Pancha Pranadayaha. They are responsible for the activities. Therefore, Karmendriya and Prana, they stand for action. Even Prana also, Pancha Prana, that is also we're going to discuss. So, Karmendriya, Prana, they stand for action. And they are born of the Rajas aspect of the Panchamahabhuta. Now we will read that line. Etesham Panchatattvanam Madhye
एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये
मध्ये
Akashasya Rajasamshat
आकाशस्य राजसांशात्
Vagindriyam Sambhutam.
वागीन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्.
You can compare with the previous line. The previously what we saw from the Akashasya Satvikamshat Shrotrendriyam Sambhutam. Here, Akashasya Rajasamshat Vagindriyam Sambhutam. There it is Satvikamsha. Here, Rajasamsha. The Rajas part of the Akasha. From the Rajas part of the Akasha, Vagindriyam, the organ of speech is action, is born. Vayoho Rajasamshat Panindriyam Sambhutam
पानेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्.
Vannehe Rajasamshat
वह्नेः राजसांशात्
Padendriyam Sambhutam
पादेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्.
Jalasya Rajasamshat
जलस्य राजसांशात्
Udendriyam Sambhutam
बुद्धेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्.
Prithivyaha Rajasamshat
पृथिव्याः
राजसांशात्
Pastendriyam Sambhutam
उपस्थेन्द्रियं
सम्भूतम्.
The next one is Prana, that we will read later. So, from the Rajo Amsha of the Panchamahabhuta, that is why Rajasamshat is Akashasya Rajasamshat, Vayoho Rajasamshat, Vannehe Rajasamshat, Jalasya Rajasamshat, Prithivyaha Rajasamshat. What are the Indriyam? Bhagendriyam, Panendriyam, Padendriyam, Budendriyam, Pastendriyam. These 5 Indriyas, Vag, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha iti Pancha Karmendriyani. We have seen before. You have to remember what we have seen before. What are the Karmendriyas? Defined before. What are the Jnanendriyas? Defined before. How these Indriyas are born. That is being the discussion. That is a discussion. So, from the Rajas aspect of the Akasha, that is the space, the organ of speech, Bhagendriyam, is born. From the Rajas aspect of Vayu, this Pani is hand, the organ of and action. And this action, karma, Panindriyam, Pani is hand. Dandayuda Pani is the name of the Lord Muruga, Kartikeya. Pani is hand. So, Panindriyam Sambhutam is born. Similarly, Vannehe is Agnehe. Vanni is Agni. From the Rajas aspect of Agni, Pada is born. Padendriyam, the feet. And the presiding deity of feet is Vishnu. One Padendriyam Sambhutam. From the Rajas aspect of Jala, water, Apaha, this Budendriyam Sambhutam. Budendriyam is this genital organ. And from the Rajasamshat, Prithivyaha Rajasamshat, from the Rajo Amshat, from the Rajas aspect of the Prithvi, Upastendriyam, that is the anus, that is born. So, all the 5 organs of action, Karmendriyani, are born from the Rajas aspect of the Panchamaha Bhuta. So again, here it is Rajas Amsha is from the individual Rajas, from the individual Rajas of each element, each organs of action were born. So Vyashti Rajo Amsha, from the Akasha, Rajasamsha, Vagendriya. So the individual. Collectively, like the collective Satvika Amshat we saw, collective Satvika Amshat resulted in the creation of Antakarana. Samashti Satvika Amshat, Manobuddhya, Agankar, Chitta, Antakaranani, Sambhutani we have seen. Similarly, here also, from the collective, the total Rajasamshat, Pancha Pranaha Sambhutaha. That is going to come later. That also we can read. Etesham Samashti Rajasamshat.
Etesham samashti rajasamshat
Pancha Pranaha Sambhutaha.
Panchaprana
The Rajas aspect, the total Rajas aspect, the collective Rajas aspect of all the 5 elements resulted in the creation of this 5 pranas. From the total Rajas aspect, the Pancha Pranas are created. From the individual Rajas aspect, the individual Karmendriyas are created. So again, here Karmendriya, when we say the organs of action, Karmendriya, they do not refer to the gross physical organs, because we are discussing Sukshma Srishti. It refers to the power behind the organs. So here it is this, they refer to the Indriya, it refers to the power behind the physical organs. And that belongs to the Sukshma Sharira. And prana is a power which should be there, which should function behind all the 5 sense organs of action. All the physical sense organs have the Indriya, the Karmendriya behind. And the Indriyas are operated, the Indriyas are enlivened, or Indriyas are there because and Indriyas are enlivened by the prana. Indriyas are enlivened by the prana. Without the prana, the Indriyas cannot function. When Indriyas cannot function, the gross sense organ, the gross physical organs cannot function. So the prana is required for the Indriyas to function, and therefore the gross physical organs to function. Without prana, they cannot act at all. Like the mind should be there behind the function of the sense organs of knowledge, Jnanendriya. Similarly, prana should be there behind the function of all the sense organs of action. Therefore, prana must be created from the collective rajas aspect of the 5 elements. So, samashti rajo amsha. That's why samashti rajas amsha. From the individual rajas aspect, individual organs of action are born. From the collective rajas aspect, prana is born. And that is a prana is that which blesses all the sense organs. So therefore, Vyashti Rajoguna creates Vyashti organs, and Samashti Rajoguna creates prana. And prana is based on 5 different functions. We know the prana has got 5 different names, like Antakaranam. Antakaranam, because of its different function, gets different names. Similarly, prana is a general name because of different function, it gets different name. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, iti. It has got different names based on the function. You can see how this is approached, how the study is, how this it is presented by the author, how it is approached. The approach is so beautiful, so systematic, highly systematic. All the technical terms have been discussed before, and now in the Srishti part, it is taken for granted because already discussed. So, and it is used. So, very highly systematic presentation of the topic here. So, Yetesham Panchatattvanam Madhye, among the 5 elements, Akashasya Rajasamshat Vagendriyam Sambhutam. Vagendriyam is the organ of action, that is the organ of speech. Speech is an action. Speech is done by the tongue. Tongue also does taste. As an organ of taste, it is Jnanendriya. As an organ of speech, it is Karmendriya. Therefore, the tongue is both. It functions to, it acts as a 2 things. It is Karmendriya as well as Jnanendriya. Because it does 2 things. Taste also done by the tongue and speech also. So here, Vagendriya, when we say Vagendriya means speech. Speech requires tongue. Without tongue, you cannot speak at all. You cannot utter any word. You cannot articulate any letter. You cannot pronounce because the tongue has to touch different portions of the mouth and the sounds are created. The tongue touching the different parts of the mouth result in the production of different unique sounds, and that is we can very clearly see in the language of Sanskritam. Very clearly see, and that's why in the Shiksha Sutrani also Akuga Visarjaniyana Kantaha. Kanta is throat. The letters A, Ku, Ha, and Visarga, they are pronounceable when the tongue is in contact with the vocal organ, throat. Rutu, Rashana, Murdha, when we say Ru, Tu, Ra, all these are Murdha. The tongue has to be in contact, the tongue has to touch the Murdha, the upper part of the vocal organ. So the tongue touches different parts of the mouth and produces sound. Therefore, since speech requires tongue and other parts of the mouth also, therefore, here the power behind the speech, organ is called Vagendriyam. So that which facilitates the power of speech is called Vagendriyam. So it is not literally the tongue. Tongue is stula, it is gross. It is the Indriyam the power behind the speech, the power which is behind the speech action, that is called Vagendriya. And the Vagendriya is born from the Rajas aspect of the Akasha. Similarly, Vayogo. Vayogo Rajasamshat Panindriyam. Pani means hand. Vayu stands for what? Vayu stands for strength, the power. Vayu can blow off things. And this Vayuputra is Anjaneya. Anjaneya and Bhima, they are very strong person. How do you know the person is strong? What is that which indicates the strength of a person? That they show the hand, they show the muscle, right? Muscle power of the hand. That is strength. The strength lies in hands. Therefore, the Vayu, which stands for strength, it is from which the Panindriyam is born, Sambhutam. Again, it is not a physical hand. The power behind the movement of the hand is called Panindriya, Indriya. Then Vannehe Rajasamsha, from the subtle aspect of the Vanni is Agni, subtle aspect, that from this Rajas aspect, of the subtle Agni, fire, Padendriyam Samputam, the feet. All the action, the Pada stands for, Pada means feet. Pada is the feet. The feet does the action of walking and also different other functions the feet that does. So all the physiological, when we say the Indriya here, all the physiological activities of the organs are to be included. It is not only referring to the particular action, all the other physiological activities of the organs to be considered, to be included here. In every Indriya. Jalasya Rajasamshat, that is from the Jalas, Rajas aspect of Jala, the organ of Budendriya. Budendriya is born. Then from the Rajas aspect of the Prithvi, Budendriya is genital. Okay, Budendriya is genital. The genital organ is born. And from the Rajas aspect of the Prithvi, Upasthendriya, this anus is born. They all do different functions. Therefore, it is born. Then therefore, the fivefold subtle Karmendriyanis, they are born from the Sukshma Bhutani. So Sukshma Bhutani, Sukshma Prapancha, the subtle universe. The subtle universe is going to be, it's not discussed here, but we have to understand. As the Vyashti Sukshma Shariram is born, similarly, the Samashti Sukshma Prapancha is also born of these five subtle elements only. So Vyashti is discussed. So we are discussing Vyashti Sukshma Shariram. Vyashti Sukshma Shariram, from the Vyashti Sukshma Shariram, from the Vyashti Sukshma, we are going to discuss Vyashti Stula. It's going to come later. So Samashti is not discussed, but we can project from the Vyashti Samashti also. As the Sukshma Vyashti Srishtihi, similarly, the Sukshma Samashti Srishtihi will be. Similarly, the Sukshma Samashti. If the total is looked upon as a Purusha, as a being, like in Purusha Suktam, it is said, Sagastra Shirsha Purushaha. It is, the collective is looked upon as a one Purusha. If you look upon as one total Purusha, he also must have gross Shariram and Sukha Shariram and Karana Shariram. If the total, for the total, this universe is its gross Shariram, and the Sukshma Shariram must be there, that is called Hiranyagarbha. Like we have Sukshma Shariram, the total, that is Ishvara, has got Sukshma Shariram, which is called Hiranyagarbha. It is all not discussed here, but can be understood. And it has, the total has got Karana Shariram. It is called Ishvara. Ishvara is technical name here. The word Ishvara, sometimes they use generally to mean Brahma, Satchit Ananda Brahma, Bhagavan Brahma. And the word Ishvara is also a technical name. Like the individual has got a Karana Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, and Stula Shariram. Similarly, the total has got three Shariram, Karana Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, and Stula Shariram. And the name of the Karana Shariram, Samashti Karana Shariram, is called Ishvara. And the name of the Samashti Sukshma Shariram is called Hiranyagarbha. That is, collective, subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. And collective gross body is called Virat. This Prapancha, this universe is called Virat. Virat is Ishvara, Bhagavan. So everywhere it is, all through it is only Bhagavan only. So Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat. These are the different names of the Lord from the different Upadhi, different bodies, whether it is Karana Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, or Stula Shariram. The same Ishvara has got different names. Like we have different Sharirams. Karana Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Stula Shariram. When associated with the Karana Shariram, we have got a name. What is the name? When associated with Sukshma Shariram, we have got a name. What is the name? Remember. We have got Prajnaha, Taijasaha, Vishvaha. Do you remember? We have seen this. Stula Sharira Abhimani is called Prajnaha. Sukshma Sharira Abhimani is called Taijasaha. Karana Sharira Abhimani Atma is called Prajnaha. So Prajna, Taijasa, and Vishvaha is the name of the Atma when associated with the individual Shariram, the Upadhi. Similarly, the Brahma, Satchit Ananda Brahma, from the standpoint of the Karana Shariram is called Ishvara. From the standpoint of Sukshma Shariram is called Hiranyagarbha. From the standpoint of Stula Shariram, that is for Bhagavan, what is the Stula Shariram? This universe is the this universe is the Stula Shariram. It's called Virat. All these are technical names. We know the names, technical names of the individual, and I have given now the technical names of the total also. So here we are discussing only Vyashti, Sukshma, Srishti. The same thing can be extended to Samashti, Sukshma, Srishti. As it is in the Vyashti, so will be in the Samashti. Or as it is in the Samashti, so will be in the Vyashti. As it is in the total, so will be in the individual also. So when the individual is discussed, the total also stands discussed. So from the individual, now the Indriyas are created. All these are belonging to the individual. The individual. When the individual is discussed, the sum total of the individual is the collective. So it stands discussed. Therefore, it is not specifically discussed here. That is why here, even though the topic is Samashti Ishvara, but what we are discussing is Vyashti. Vyashti, Srishti first we discuss. Then through that the author will present how this Samashti comes. Because discussion of Vyashti implies when Vyashti is discussed, the collection of Vyashti is Samashti only. Therefore, Samashti also stands discussed. Therefore, you will see a shift from Vyashti to Samashti in the subsequent lines of the text. We will see that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.